Ladies and gentlemen, flames! Do you want to meet some of your favorite Risk community personalities? Do you want to find out if we're really this ridiculous in person? Well, then come on down to the first ever Risk community meetup and Kilted Going Away party, hosted by Septimus Prime, the Risk meet and greet. Come hang out with your favorite Risk content creators, Kilted and Kill Pete. Want to meet all of you, Ramdingling Risk takers. With appearances from such Risk luminaries as Kilted, Digitalic, Mallory Lynn, and Becky with the good hair. And of course, yours truly, the old Peteman. Ladies and gentlemen, come on down if you're in the Toronto area or happen to find yourself here. This is a public meetup Saturday, August 9th from 12 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the Victoria Square Community Centre, 2929 Elgin Mills Road East in Markham, Ontario. L6C 0H7, Canada. That's right, folks. I'd love to meet you. We'd love to meet you and hang out if you find yourself in the Toronto area, August 9th, 2025. Be there or be square. There are even going to be door prizes. Who doesn't want to win one of the old Peteman's Risk boards? That's right, folks. Come on down to the first ever Risk community meetup, Saturday, August 9th, 2025. I promise we won't bite. That much. What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I'm Pete. I'm a top player in Risk Global Domination. I have a daily show on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch, and if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels. Come along the ride with me, ladies and gentlemen. It's Fixed Friday. We had a very unsatisfying first position game. Let's see if we have a better final position game. And frankly, final position ain't the end of the world in Classic Fixed, because you at least get a bunch of troops. Look at this, everyone wishing people good luck. Look at this. How lovely. How lovely is that? So, settings. We're playing Classic Fixed World Domination. Auto 60 with a neutral bot, should anyone disconnect. Balance blitz dice, fixed cards, alliances are on, fog blitz reports are off, and I'm in the ultimate seat playing as purple. Where do we end up is kind of dependent on just about everyone else. See, that says I have Oz this time. Easy win. Yes, of course we do. Bitcoin Church says, do you figure out if you can stream from Florida legally? Well, I mean, I'm looking to start the process of getting a visa. So I know the type of visa I have to apply for and the different sorts of pieces of information they require. And if I can get, approved for, it's called the O1B. The O1B visas is what I will be looking to do. I'm pretty sure I get it, Fingers crossed, of course. I don't want to make any waves, but when part of Florida, I moved to Naples, Florida for the next year, and we'll see if we like it. That's a great start for black. Look at that. Nice, yeah, man. Good luck with the authoritarians. I'm under no illusion that the Canadians who are smelling their own farts in that regard are any superior. Yeah, so blue's going to move down into Africa, and black's already kind of not been there. Yeah, maybe I do get Europe. Florida's good until a hurricane comes through. Yeah, I think, trade-offs are the way of the world. Hey, thank you, Xenomorph, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 16 months. I did enjoy indeed. How are you? Have you tried the Europa Universalis? Not really. I've seen it. Bit overwhelming. Yeah, that 4 in North America is fucking useless, eh? Okay, we get a Joker to start. I'll take it. Snark says, if you don't get the visa, they'll send you to Alligator Alcatraz. Yeah, again, I'd like to just... I'd like to operate on a more mature level than the current conversation, if possible. I don't know, something about the internet seems less real to me. Albeit me making my living on the internet. He's asking Blue to let him move into North America. Sure. Popsicle Stanley. Hey, Pete. First time watching stream. Hello. Found your channel on YouTube a couple weeks ago and watching non-sub. Great stuff. Welcome in, Popsicle. What's poppin'? Get it? How are you, man? Should learn Spanish. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school. I'm not fluent, but I like the language. Distract us with overlapping circles. Don't you tell me what to do, Mr. Venn diagram. You're so bossy. All right, how do you feel about that one, Celex? He's in the circle. I was thinking phallic. I know what you were thinking. Bitcoin Church says, Pete, I was watching an old video where you're discussing the role of competition in political and economic systems. Yes, this is. I can already tell this is very much my jam. My thought is that it is similar to how you view luck in the universe. You cannot eliminate competition. You can only move it to a different part of the system. I fully agree. Still with you. For example, if you eliminate competition in interest rates, things like the Federal Reserve does, yes. Yeah. What do you think? I think you're spot on in that way. But I think your framework is only your framework is using the logic of economics to explain itself, which is what economists do, and it's kind of a magician's trick, right? They use their own rhetoric and their own logic to sort of self-referentially justify, like, really expand your creativity. What would a non-monetary economy look like if such a thing was even possible, right? Really explore your creative juices and see, like, where would we go? What would we value? What would a equitably distributive economy look like? What would a sharing economy look like? What would an economy where the decent minimum standard of living could actually be agreed upon and then upheld? I hate Green too. I know. He's been so fucking annoying. He's been so fucking annoying. But your point is spot on, Bitcoin. I really do see it that way. Luck and competition. Competition is inherent to human nature. And competition is also inherent to human thriving, at least up to this point, right? It's kind of baked into... I mean, our nature is an oversimplistic way to think about it, but it is baked into what we do. I'm kind of trapped here. At least I have a Joker for turn 3. Better not be a fucking dude straight. Drink anything good tonight? I'm just drinking a little diet and rum. Blue's hoping Red will leave, but then Red will go where? Like, Red was there first. Yeah, that's what I thought Red would do. Red was there first. Fuck you, Green. Straight Light says, Pete, I've noticed you've drawn many penises on stream, but you haven't given equal time to drawing vaginas. My girl did point this out. I'd like to understand how you intend to address the gender pay gap when it comes to compensation via circles and lines. You are absolutely right, Straylights. If we talk about cylinders, we must also pay equal attention to ovals. We love ovals here on the channel. We all do. Each and every one of us enjoys the shape of the oval. Very pleasing shape, in fact. A little bit of a little extra love here, folks. If you don't know the part that I'm paying attention to, you would do well to pay attention to it. It's right here. Can't forget it. Can't miss it. Focus on it, folks. If we're talking about ovals, of course, educational purposes only. If we're talking about ovals, a Sauron's eye, yes. Many a man has. Many a man has fallen to Sauron's eye. You got to give Central Europe some love. Exactly. You got to give Central Europe some love. I feel like Green's going to be pissed at me for not rolling my stack down, but for whatever reason, I don't care. Thank you, Quarantined, for the 29 months. Popsicle Stanley says he's yet to find Sauron's eye. Well, don't stop trying. The seeking is the fun part. Bitcoin Church says, just get back on the subject, because I actually do like talking about it. I have a hard time envisioning a sharing economy. We would need abundance in all goods to eliminate competition. Yeah, but wouldn't you? Okay, still with you, man. We would need abundance in all goods in order to eliminate competition. Yes, but isn't that the world you would want to build? Which world would you choose to create? Would you choose to create the world of scarcity where we have to fight and maybe suffer in order to, get even the basic necessities of life? Or would you choose to build the world of abundance? That's my point, right? Is I want to dedicate my energy in conversation here, but also in action. I want to dedicate all of my energy towards building the world that I want to live in. Doesn't that make sense? It is a dude's trade. Got him. Finally, an educational stream. This is why you don't kill someone and end up on 5 cards. Just saying. No, that was a boss turn. We did get a dude. We had the Joker, but we got a dude strain. The Joker was enough to push for that kill. And boy, howdy, aren't I happy we did. Hey, doing Hellmouth. Hello, I've been watching your vids on YouTube, and I've gotten into Risk, looking for tips and such to get better and skills. Blizzard's Fogger challenge for me so far. Sure, man. Everything works in my opinion, everything works it kind of builds on itself. So I would start with something like this, right? I would start with classic map, fixed cards, so the sets are always flat, and then I would go on to classic progressive. Once you're comfortable with how the bonuses work and the generation, the pathing, the odds, then figure out how to sequence kills. And then once you're good at prog, you prog on other maps, and then incorporate other modes is sort of how I see it. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to take Europe, but not hold Africa. Okay, great matches. Let's see if Magenta takes a position in Africa. Bitcoin Church says, I think abundance is a good goal, but demand will always outweigh supply. Don't break both. It's totally fine. Take it. Yeah, totally fine. You can have it. Fair is fair. And this does like slowly Deadliest Trap black. Black double guards. India, China. No, he goes in. Black goes on the offensive. Yeah, it's not a bad play. That's a really good play. Rats. If I had a better set, I would have killed black there. Stayed in Europe to force me out? No, I think he stays in Europe. I just sue out. Hey, Septimus, how you doing, man? Bitcoin Church says, I don't know how you multitask well. I'm having a hard time following the risk game during this discussion. Yeah, well, I've done this every day for many, many years. Hey, Magenti's a homie. Fuck you, Black. Fuck you. Now what? Now you're fucked, right? Now you're Deadliest Trapped. Yeah, that's right. Sues me anyways because he's a dick. Yeah, fuck you, bro. Thanks for the 60 months, man. Alma says, thanks for the info. I appreciate and have found classic to work out the best. And I've been going forth between beginner and intermediate. Yeah, man, you're just at the very beginning. You're just at the very beginning of your journey in the game. And that's totally fine. We've all been there. Literally, everyone in this chat started out that way. Green's getting away with murder here. I had to kill someone to earn my position. I had 2 fucking dudes trades, and black broke me, and green has been just gifted free shit. Yeah, but no one's gonna hit black, so we're gonna be in this like long middle now. 4-player mid game. And my job is to set as soon as possible. I'm not getting them. All right, how do we get out of this? Are you the best risk player out there? Nah, certainly not. Certainly not. I've been rated very highly in the past. I've won a bunch of tournaments. But it has become impossible to answer that question, right? We just don't know how good I am. Partially because of the success of the show, which is certainly not a lament, but it just is the way it is. That there's no way to know. Because I'm not really able to get a objective measurement in tournaments, and I'm not really able to play ranked for real either. So those would be the things you would measure. So in lieu of that, how do we know? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not knowing. I'm comfortable with where I'm at in the game. I've played this game for 5 years, a little bit more as my main hobby. I've been making content on it on YouTube now as my job for 3. I've been rank 1 in the game. I've been rank 1 in the ranking systems. What more can we tell you, right? Am I the best? No. I think I'm pretty good. A very long-winded answer to a very short question, but I'm glad you asked. Crescent says, kill black and let pink and green kill each other. If I kill black... I don't hate it. I don't hate the play. Might be too late. Why am I putting 3 stacks in Europe? Because I'm trying to distract a bit. I'm trying to make myself look like a noob. I think Kreskin's move is a good move. I'm not really able to take it. Who do you think could be the top 3 risk players if you had to choose? I haven't been really keeping up with that. And I would say it's like less like a top 3 and more like a top 20. But if you look at the Saber system, like all those guys at the top are... Well, let's look. Let's look at the top of the Saber. I haven't looked in a while. Ever since I stopped competing, I pretty much stopped looking at it. But let's see. Currently ranked number 1 is Bart. I would agree. Bart is amazing. Rank number 2 is Nyes. I've only really played Nyes in a tournament once, and he suicided into me and lost us both the game. So I don't really have much to say about that. Carter is good. How good? Well, apparently ranked number 3. I Am Mamba, I would say very, very good. Nothing bad to say. Sea Monster, I've seen a little bit. Very good. Frog's been playing a lot. There you go. And all these guys, right? Like, Trunk's amazing. Chad, I'm very happy to see Chad at number 8. Hudson, number 7. Donald Rivers, cracking out the top 10. These are all extremely deserving people. Green is really pushing his luck with me. Green wants black to suicide into me, but I hope black will suicide into him because he's a douchebag. Green's the guy I actually want to get 4th this game. Xenomorph says, I honestly do miss seeing Pete streams and tournaments. Yeah, I miss playing them too. But, you know, if your voice was a little bit less of a minority, then I would be able to do it more. The fact remains. Right? I only have so many hours in the day. So if people aren't going to watch tournament games, I can't shoot them. Say 7 top 1%? Yeah, thanks, King Firm. I think that's pretty safe to say as well. Will be available for quite a while. Best once I hit 120 troops. You think? Why wouldn't they? I think Risk tournaments are fundamentally broken. The people who score them don't know how to score our game. That's part of why the ranking system is so fucked as well. There's just a misunderstanding of how to score our game. But the entire diplomatic side of it is ignored, which is like a huge part of the skill set, right? Like pathing 70% lines is absolutely a skill. It is very important. If you think it is the highest skill in Risk, you have your head firmly inserted up your ass, right? It is one of... Pathing is an important skill set, right? But to miss out on diplomacy, which is subjective, right? Very... I don't know. It's like not seeing the forest for the trees. Do you want to hit green? Let's fucking start some shit. I hate green's guts. I don't know if you know this. But black doesn't like me for some reason. Too bad. Pete, do you think it is possible to have abundance since our time on Earth is finite? Well, time is only one of the resources. I think there is a renewable resource that humans possess that is non-priced in terms of economics, and that is creativity, right? We invent things that don't exist. We make those processes more efficient, and we make more and more progressively efficient use of the limited resources we have access to, which makes some of them less limited, right? So yeah, time is a resource, but also, you know, there is the non-priced in externality of our creativity, which I think cannot be understated. And if only you had accepted my alliance. Fuck you, black. Why do I not like green? He's just been an over-emoter and a bit of an aggressive bully all game. So yeah, I mean, we're taking Cress's play. So magenta can do what he wants. He can kill me. He can kill green. I hope he chooses to kill green. Oh shit, we got a raid from Puddle. Hello, Puddle. Thanks, man. Thank you for the raid, brother. We got YK Cole in here first time in the chat. We got I am Random Do It. Hello. Hope you have a great stream. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Oh boy, this guy stinks. Green. We're allowed to like what we like. We have Static Mage here on the cusp of 2 years. Thank you, Static. Meow. You just don't watch anyone other than Puddle? Yeah, he's great. Let's see if Magenta just out and kills me and takes second. He probably won't, right? He needs me. It's up to you. It's up to you, Chris and Steel 14. You choose how this game goes. Great new desirable resources like internet access. Yeah, I mean, what's with the landmines? No, I was brought quite weak. I was brought quite weak earlier in the game, so the landmines were a survival tactic. But then I just got sick of black and I killed him. Yeah, so passive. Yeah, we've seen classifics games like this though. Didn't come as much of a surprise. They're gonna let me hold +7. I'll take it. Yeah, so the question for those of you rating in, we were talking about the extent to which competition is inherent in human nature, in the way that it applies to the economy. And Bitcoin Church is talking some real sense, and I like what he's saying. I'm just trying to add a bit of my personal perspective and nuance to the idea that analyzing economics via its own rhetoric leaves out crucial pieces of the information. Do you just outright kill me, or do you feed me to green? This doesn't actually make sense because that just gives green advantage. Okay, no, okay. Well, that's well, that's just dandy. Now the game is interesting. You called this, Cress, eh? You totally called this. Good for you. You win, yeah. Now I do. You attack pink, you fuck. You attack pink. I'm gonna sit here and clean up the mess. You fucking totally called this, Cress. Good for you. What a satisfying end. Watch these idiots go to war for over nothing. That's a great line of play. How long does it take on average to become a VIP? I don't know. Ask the VIPs. See, that says it takes a very long time without gambling. Yeah. Green's good. He's not overcommitting. He's an over-emoter, but he's not overcommitting to the board. Yeah, there's one problem with green, though. Good work, Magenta. Kill him. Hit the 20. I will finish the job. Oh, yes. Let's go. Well, that worked out better than I had hoped. Fucked green. I'm sick of this guy all game. See, it says you got to beg mods to start predictions and then win them. I have no other help to give. Good game, man. You get third. How did that work? That was like a next level Kreskin strat, man. It was a beautiful call. It was absolutely beautiful. Well done. I love when someone tells Pete to attack their enemy and Pete says, you attack Pink. I know. I'm sick of being told what to do. I've been streaming for years now. There's like 4 VIPs. I'm an expensive date. All right. No, you know what the actual reason is a lot of the VIPs then become mods. Hey, CDEX, you want to work for free? There's precious few people that I know, like, and trust. No, good for you. For you. It's like I worked really hard for that pink diamond. Puddle says it's the magic of being the weakest in 3-player, but not weak enough to kill and survive the one vote. Yeah, it's the ratios, huh? Really nice work. Let's close out this game with style. Very well played, Magenta. Very well played. That felt good. And Magento's a master. Good for you. Let's go fucking Kristen Steele. All right. Let's go Kristen Steele. Would you look at that? Ladies and gentlemen, defeating 2 novices, a beginner and intermediate, and a master. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you found some of them fun and entertaining, maybe even a little bit educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me. Daily show on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch. And for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.